First of all, I'd like to welcome y'all to Hit the Deck. I'm your host, DJ Marvelous, and welcome to my platform. One of my mentors, one of my first mentors, somebody that it seems like everybody that I get to come on my platform, man, I've been looking to talk to these guys for years. And I got my man Happy of Happy ENT in my way, and we're going to talk about a little bit of all of that and a bunch of other stuff. So first of all, I'd like to welcome you to my show, man. Thank you for coming through,
brother.
man.
Appreciate you. Been a
Man,
minute, brother.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Doing
man.
great, man. Hey, I look at you all the time, seeing you doing your thing.
Hey, man, it's for the people who don't know, man. A lot of what I got in me from DJing, I got from this guy right here that we talking to, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that,
yeah,
brother.
man, for real, man.
Hey, I used to see you coming down the steps. I had a little house party. It's like, the little guy from Owens. That's like that's Pootie right there. You know, if you want to your name Pootie, you know what I'm saying?
man,
Nickname Pootie back in the days, but
no, man, but
smart dude. You was
I was
creative.
I was a sponge, man. You know what I'm saying? I just watched what a lot of what y'all was doing, and I just took it home and look, like nowadays everybody just copies everybody.
Right.
I didn't copy what y'all was doing, but I was impressed by what y'all was doing, and I said, you know what? I want to do that, man.
Right.
Because I wasn't no dancer, I wasn't no rapper, I wasn't none of that crap, right?
Break dancing moves.
I mean, my boys did all that.
Yeah.
I was no good, but we had all the equipment in my house.
Right.
So I practiced that.
Yeah.
I learned how to DJ from just sitting in the house, you know what I'm saying? I had a father, and my father did not play me being on the corner,
no,
man.
He didn't.
You know what I'm saying? So he kind of he bought all the equipment.
Gentleman and officer.
Yeah, he
Definitely.
man. He bought all the equipment, and I just sit in the house and do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, man, before we jump into all that, man, hip hop and music and all of the things that go with our culture, it always leads back in a lot of ways back to the music, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And again, before we get deep into this, man, my first interaction with you was you being the first DJ that I ever seen DJ live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I remember, you don't remember this, but I remember the first time I seen you DJ, I didn't talk to you, but this was at Renee Ware's house. And she had a house party. and I don't know who was in your crew, man, and I wanna hear about all that. But you was a DJ, man, and I ain't dancing with nobody. I just sat, because I was younger than everybody. I just sat back in the corner and just listened, because you had all the, because for the people that don't know this, right? Back in the day, right? They would play rap songs on the radio, but a lot of times they wouldn't play the version with the lyrics on the radio. So
they didn't.
They had the instrumentals a lot of times.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
all instrumental.
So when I go to the party and hear you play all the stuff that you never heard nowhere else. Before the Beast, before Seventh Heaven, it was my man Happy. He was DJing, man. So I want you to tell the folks, man, and that's some real
crazy
shit right here, man.
So
for the people that don't know, man, tell me how you got into DJing, man.
Well, my uncle from D.C. named Francis Jackson used to always come to Gordonsville, where I grew up, raised there. Peace to Gordonsville, stomping grounds, basically.
Yeah.
He would come down, him and my other Uncle Mike, these little 8-tracks. People don't know what 8-tracks are. I guess they do, but this little go-go music, this little 70 music. So I was like, yeah, can I borrow that? He was like, what you want to borrow it for? I just want to take it in the house and listen to it. So I just take it in the house. And my mother had a component set.
Yeah.
I put it in there and started dancing to it. Like, okay. Yeah. Now I said, I'm the DJ. Not knowing what I was doing, but I had an idea what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I take all those old school, listening to that, whatever, and grew into it as I got older. Yeah. And kept those same little tracks. Yeah. When I used to DJ, I had like an 8-track little deep tech, whatever. Cassette decks. But DJing with that.
Yeah.
Before there was turntables.
Yeah.
But I had one turntable in my mother's living room.
Yeah.
Take it out, put it in the room, put the little albums on it, the Prince albums of Michael Jackson, the Ohio Players. People know about the Ohio Players.
Yeah, man. Classics.
Classics. So, and I just try to play it together. And, I guess I was called mixing.
Yeah, yeah.
Not knowing that it was mixing, but it was mixing. So then I met a couple other guys and like, hey, I want to do a party.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm a junior in high school. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
want to do a party. Like, they was like, man, you crazy. You can't do no party. You got to go to school the next day. I said, well, we do it on a Saturday.
Yeah.
What we going to do with that? I said, let's go outside
Mm-hmm.
on a Saturday morning
Over in Gordonsville.
in Gordonsville,
You know,
off Cobb Street.
And the crazy thing, right? Before I don't want to get off subject here, but it's funny, right? Because back in those days, I don't know what it's like now, but gentrification everywhere. But back in those days, it was all black people, all on one side of town, all in one neighborhood.
One unity.
You know what I'm saying?
One unity.
So as you had I'm sure you had a captive audience of people who want to hear what you're doing.
And they were older than me. Like, boy, what are you doing?
Right.
Before they get their last word out, they start dancing. Because I'm in mother's backyard playing music. Like, don't play it too loud. I don't want the people to say you're doing something wrong in the backyard, whatever. So, okay. Then a friend of mine, well, actually, we call this a relative, Ronald Johnson. They could do, they used to come out there, man. I got some Kool-Aid. I said, Kool-Aid? Yeah, get the people some Kool-Aid. And we just, have a little fun, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, do a little Kool-Aid, have a little dance. So the furthest conversation, this guy named Earl Beasley lived in a basement in Gordonsville.
Yeah.
On the other side of Cobb Street.
Yeah.
He like, hey, I'm going to have a birthday party for my little sister. So you think you can play? I said, for real? He was like, yeah.
Was this the same day as your first gig, or this is later on?
This is the first gig.
Yeah.
This is the first gig we done. And he said, I'm going to give y'all $20.
This is the 80s though, folks. So you got to understand.
Wow, $20. I said, okay. I said, okay, yeah, I do that. So I went, asked my mother, could I use the turntable? She said, where you going? I said, Mom, I'm about to make $20 playing music. My mother was like, so now you want to be a DJ? No, I'm sorry. She said, you want to be a disc jockey? I was like, if that's what they call it, yeah, I want to play music.
Yeah.
She said, all right, go ahead. If you break it, that $20 belongs to me. Still today, I still remember that. That $20 belongs to me. I
There's
said, okay.
no Guitar Center back then. You break some that's expensive stuff.
Exactly.
When we grew up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody had nothing. You know what I'm saying? So if you broke it,
A Sony turntable.
you know what I'm saying? So okay, all right. So you go. All right, my fault. Go ahead.
And so I went to DJ that night that evening, basically, because I was young, still in high school, junior high school, like as I, said once before. So
and in those days, your ass couldn't just hang out all night.
No,
like nowadays.
If the party started at 7, you better be home by 9. So we had 2 hours to play. Actually, I had 2 hours to play. So when I'm playing the music, here come this guy I met named Jerome Mickey, but I didn't meet him. We went to school together. He was like, "What you doing, Happy?" I was like, DJ, man, let me come in there behind and stand there behind with you." So he standing behind me. So he started running off at the mouth. Hey, Happy, we party. I was like, "What are you saying?" He said, "No, you gotta have somebody to talk."
So Jerome was your hype man.
Jerome was a hype man. No one ever knew that.
See, I'm glad you came in to talk to me, man, because I swear I knew you had somebody with you, but I couldn't remember who it was, man.
It was Jerome Mickey.
Jerome was your hype man.
Jerome Mickey was the hype man, making all this noise. Like, we didn't pay attention. Like, what are you saying, man? Like, I'm just trying to tell people, hey, come to the floor, dance. Come on, let's dance. Then 3 minutes later, here comes this other person, good friend of mine that was older than me. His name was Wayne.
Who was
Wayne Johnson, a.k.a. Billy Boy. Rest in peace, my beautiful best friend. So he was like, Jerome, what are you doing? You got to rap to it. So you going to rap to an Isley Brothers song? Billy Boy said, I can rap to anything.
Yeah.
From there, make a long story short, they flew.
Yeah.
From the junior high school, after graduating from high school, the year after, we DJ. We call ourselves the Zodiac Crew.
Yeah. I can remember the name, man. Look,
the Zodiac Crew.
Crazy.
So
I remember now.
Then we met this dude, the other guy that was from my hometown called Keita Douglas.
Yeah.
Worked with horses, country boy. We all, we grew up in, in that era. So he had some speakers that somebody gave him. So, okay, bring them to my house so we can hook it up to my little turntable, to my little component set. It's all good. So make a long story short, he brought the speakers over, hooked up to the component set, and it blew it.
It blew the
It blew
component.
the component set.
Yeah,
My
and the speakers
mom,
was too bad.
it was too powerful. There were
You-
two
you-
big
you-
black speakers, about this tall, like almost tall as, like I say, like 4'11", 5 feet tall speakers.
Yeah.
So we was amazed because it was so big.
Yeah.
So like, okay,
Because in those days, that is big. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
big.
Nobody had none of that. I told somebody on a video, I told the people about a year ago on a video, we didn't have no money for no commercial grade, high tech, high powered type of
Put it
speakers,
together.
man. So you had to put it together.
put it together.
know
If you
what
got
I'm
a speaker, you got a speaker.
Right.
You got a microphone with a cord,
Yeah.
I got the jacks.
Yeah. Yep.
You got one light, a disco light. Let's party. Let's
Yeah,
DJ. So from there, man, it just went like the Zodiac Crew to start getting famous in Gordonsville.
Yeah.
And people start coming from Owens to the party in the basement at the Beasley basement. First party, the Beasley basement.
Yeah.
And people just start partying, like just having fun. And it's like,
I don't think people understand, man, how impactful all of that was, man. Because it was purely really about just having fun back
right.
then, man.
That's
You
all
know
it
what I'm saying?
was.
People, back in the day, man, people was hard and tough and all that, man, but really it was about the fun of going to the party, hearing that. Like I said, you had a whole lot of music that I'd never heard, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You said, like, now, you just turn on YouTube, man, and get whatever you want.
Get whatever you want.
Whatever
All
you
the beats
want,
you need.
You know what I'm saying? But back in those days, when hip-hop was brand new, come on, man. Hip-hop, go-go, and all that stuff was brand new. And it was music that we listened to that you never heard on the radio, man.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? So a house party was like some stuff that you remember. Like I told you before, man. I remember a house party that you DJ'd. I was 12 years old, man.
12 years?
I
Wow.
remember it like it was yesterday, man.
I remember her basement.
Yeah.
Because of I remember in the basement, because we had to spit 2 speakers on the washing machine.
I remember.
Her brother named Wade Ware.
Yeah.
He told us, do not destroy the washing machine. I said, what do you mean destroy it? Like, there's only speakers. Don't cut it up. He was like, he was a cool guy. Like, he was more like, nah, don't mess my mother's stuff up down here.
Yeah.
So we put the speakers on the washing machine.
Mm-hmm.
We put 2 speakers on the washing machine. We had graduated to 5 speakers then. 2 on the washing machine, the 2 big ones on the floor, and had one beside the little table we had.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a ball.
Yeah.
Man.
So where you get the music from? Was you look? And I kind of think I know what you're gonna say, but where was you getting all this music? Where were you collecting all this music from, though? Because like I said, you had to get it from somewhere, man. I can't rightfully figure out where you was getting it from, because we was kind of where we lived. It was limited on like radio stations, because we were recording a lot of stuff on the radio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was hard to
That
find.
was one of them.
It was hard to find.
That was one of them. Like, you be on, it would be a radio station in Charlottesville.
Yeah.
It'd be like a hip hop after hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a DJ called DJ Mighty Whitey.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be on a radio station. And then the real TC.
Mm-hmm.
They used to be on a radio station in Charlottesville. I can't remember the exact name, but it was a Charlottesville station. So I used to stay up and record. Like, they play music, and so when they started talking, I push stop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was mixing, but I was taking the words, and like before they started talking, I would push stop. Like, okay, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna put another tape recorder. I'm gonna mix it together. That was my mixing.
Yeah. So were you were they mixing on the radio, or they just playing records?
Just playing regular
Just
music.
playing regular music.
But I was taking it from that two little components I had, the tape decks, and recording one, listen to the other one.
Yeah.
Then I would switch it around, record that one, vice versa. And then I would take that one I did, had a microphone, put it to the speaker.
Yeah.
There was no bass involved,
No,
as long as you
no.
can hear the music. You know, da, 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 da. Ain't no boom, boom, boom. What's no bass?
Yeah.
You hear the lyric, oh, he mixing. He
Yeah.
doing something real, like, we never seen that before. Like,
That's right.
yeah, so Gordonville was on the map, but the Zodiac Crew
Yeah.
DJing.
Hey, look, man, you was the only DJ that I know. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, and it won't just because you were the only one, but it was entertaining to me, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, happy, man. I'm a nerd when it comes to a lot of this stuff, right? So just seeing y'all do that stuff, man, that shit blew my mind, man. I'm for real, man.
Yeah.
Like, again, before I went to any clubs and saw any of that stuff, I saw y'all.
Right.
And I was like, man, I want to do that. I really want to do that. And for real, and I never told you this, Abby, man, but that kept me out of trouble because being able to play music and entertain people is, I always say, man, young people, they ain't got no hobbies no more, man. So because they don't have any hobbies, they prone to do a whole lot of stuff.
Entertainment is so different now.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying?
It's not
totally
a hobby.
different.
It's so that hobby is called trying to be a gangster.
Yeah.
Trying to be the coolest guy.
They come from the suburbs and they out here wilding out when they don't really have to.
Don't even know. They don't have to.
Yeah. Which that leads me to my next question then, man. Since it's out of order, but since you brought it up, man, again, one of the negative aspects of having our sort of segregated communities where all the black people just all in one part of town, the streets affected all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Deeply.
In the late 80s, I left home to join the Army, man. I come home, and it was a whole different landscape, man.
Right.
So, can you describe a little bit? Because people think because we're from the country, man, we don't have any frame of reference for any of this stuff. But can you explain a little bit of how it was streetwise? You know what I mean, streetwise, how it was around the way.
So from that point, from high school, if you didn't get a scholarship to go play ball, which I played ball in school, played basketball, football, baseball, was good in school.
Yeah.
You raised by one parent, like, no, I can't afford for you to do this. So, you might have get a job. So, okay, get a job, but the job wasn't good enough. Everybody wanted to do certain things, but didn't have the money. So, getting directly to the answer, we took another point of view. And drugs came into the community. For us to grow, to better ourselves, so we thought we were doing to get money. Yeah. Which was good, money was good. We having fun, still a little DJing every once in a while, but falling away from that because we see something different now. Like, okay, I don't want to do this. I can come back to this, but I want to do this now because this was popping. Yeah. So as they say now, this was popping, which it was. Gordonsville, the historical called the Wall, and it made history. Narcotics during that era. Not knowing that it was going to go to another period of blowing up more than we thought it was going to be. So it was a negative thought to now, but during that time and period, it was positive to us because you're making money. But you're not understanding why you're making money. You're just doing it to please a girl, a piece of jewelry, a nice car.
I mean, kid stuff, man.
Kid stuff.
What I'm saying? You think you not? I talked to my cousin. Rest in peace, my cousin Kent, man, just passed away. And
Rest in peace, bro.
Yeah, man. Good.
Sad.
Kent did a lot of time in prison, man. And I talked to him one time when I wrote him a letter.
He would give you his shirt off his back.
Yeah, man. That's
was
what I'm
humble,
trying. That's the point, right? Everybody think because the guy has sold drugs, right? That somehow they like subhuman or something. And I told him, I said, man,
not that guy.
Ken said, man, he told me out his mouth, man. He said, man, we were just thinking about making money, man. We wasn't thinking about harming anybody.
Nah,
we didn't even
didn't
even cross our mind. But that's what happens when you a child. We were kids, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we were kids. You know what I'm saying?
Want to be men.
Yeah, want to be men.
Want to be men.
And when you super poor like that, everybody you knew was poor, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we in the hog, but we trying to. Everybody want money.
Everybody trying to change their circumstances. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is, man. So anybody who's listening, like I said, these kids are not evil, man. You know what I'm saying? They just wayward kids trying to figure life out. You know what I'm saying?
See, they don't know what evil is.
Right.
They know the word.
Yeah.
They see it, but they can't do it.
That's right.
But once they do the evil, so they think they're doing it, they're afraid. But guess what? Once they get in trouble, I'm not evil no more.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're sorry. But you're sorry, but you wanted to be evil.
Yeah.
You wanted to do it.
Yeah. So so at one point though, they came through and they scooped up everybody.
Yeah, just like a big ass spoon, in the cereal. Like I'm taking all these Cheerios. No more honey for y'all. We're gonna take it away.
Yeah.
No one understood that. Like, okay, you're taking these people away. So what are the other people gonna do? I need more money now to prove that I can be better than that person.
Yeah.
It's not being better. Why you stop doing this you was good at to do something that you thought you was greater at and not realize like it wasn't worth it. So now they do things they think is worth it, but they're not good at it.
Yeah.
If it makes sense.
No, I follow you.
You know what I'm saying?
I've had a lot of these conversations with people.
Yeah, so they're not understanding. They think they're doing, but you're not.
Yeah.
We didn't understand the word swag. What's a swag?
Yeah.
You know, we have what we call loyalty.
Yeah.
Loyalty. We had Gordonsville, Orange County. We was loyalty. If you came from another area, you wasn't loyal to us. We loyal to each other because that's where we stood. Our ground, stomach ground.
Yeah.
You know, people don't. They're like, oh, what are you saying? Like, I'm saying you the truth.
Yeah.
If those do understand that, like, that's loyalty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
man. It was funny, man, because I think, you know, my cousins and a lot of my friends who were in the system, they always used to tell me how when you go in the system, right, they heard all y'all dudes, man. They heard of everybody. You know what I'm saying? And no matter where you went in Virginia, they all knew Kent. You know, a lot of my friends, you know, they knew a lot of y'all guys, man. You know what I'm saying? And so the whole point.
all the way to the West Coast.
Yeah, oh, for real?
Yeah,
Okay.
they knew because some of them, you know, myself, whatever they want to say, it, was pit in the Midwest.
Yeah.
So they knew about Richmond. So, okay, Richmond, so that's Virginia. Oh, it's a little town called Gordonsville.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was known.
Happy, I think, man, a misconception is, man, and I've had this conversation with a lot of people when I was in the Army, man. A lot of people, they don't realize that the same thing that go on in those major cities is the same shit that go on in our little town.
Little town.
It's the same thing. It's the same drug.
Same drug.
It hook you the same way. And all of the other stuff that impacts it is all happens around in our neighborhoods as well. You know what I'm saying?
And not only that, people don't realize you had inner cities would come to that little town.
Yeah.
Let's go to Gordonsville. Let's go to
It's off the beaten path, man.
Yeah, let's go there because that's where it's at.
It's off the main highway,
Right.
man. So, you know.
Let's go there. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
You know, when you make Channel 6 News
Yeah.
in 1988,
Yeah.
you make Richmond News. Richmond is the capital of Virginia. When you make the news say you're coming from Richmond to come to a county, that meant something to them. We didn't know about it. We didn't watch the news.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't pay attention to the news because we were the news. But we weren't even gangsters. We were loyalty, like I mentioned.
Well, that is the difference, though.
Yeah.
That is the difference between a lot of dudes around our way and a lot of the guys that I knew that I met in my travels, right? And I told him, I said, man, not a lot of bodies, you know what I'm saying? Not a lot of that stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? Nobody, you know, nobody's trying to go, I'm going to move all of these cats off the block.
Right.
I'm going to go kill all of them and get them off. And there wasn't none of that. It wasn't that dramatic.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? There's some shootings and some killings took place, but not like that.
Not like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not in man. But anyway, I don't want to get on that too tough, man. But I just wanted to, you know, because this is our story.
Some don't even know.
Yeah.
Now I guess they understand. They're like loyalty what we had.
Yeah, man. This
One gangster's loyalty brothers.
That's right. No doubt. So let me ask you something, man. Shifting gears, man. So did I heard now, don't tell me if I'm tripping or not. I heard you either own or manage a club or something like that in like Maryland, DC area or something like that.
I was part owner of a nightclub.
Yeah, okay.
/ strip club.
Okay.
Called 4 Players
Okay.
in Oxon Hill, Maryland.
Okay.
And we ran it, I guess, for a good 4-year running. What
time frame is this?
This was 2001 till like 2004,
Okay.
almost 2005.
Yeah.
And we was one of the major clubs in Maryland. Besides a club called Irving's. You know, Irving's was the big boy. You know?
Yeah.
So like we wanted to compete with him. Me and my man Chuck, we would go in Irving's like, yeah, this club's good. Oh, Chuck was like, we can get some of these girls out there and bring them to our club.
Mm-hmm.
I said, say enough. I'm going.
Yeah.
So we, got a team, went, recruit them to our club.
Mm-hmm.
So from that club, that's for another point, started my clothing line.
Yeah.
We took those girls, then I said, you know what? They need to be on the poster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're about to tell me that this is how you led into doing
the clothing line.
the clothing and the fashion shows and all that stuff?
From a nightclub to flashing light to entertainment to fashion shows.
Okay. All right. So look, before we get to that then. So what was it a difficult process? Was it difficult to run a nightclub? Was it hard?
Mentally.
Okay.
Because if our club called 4 players, so 4 individuals supposed to do 4 things.
Oh, okay.
You have your recruiting man, you have your businessman, you have your club entertainment man, you have your finance man.
Mm-hmm.
Where I come in at, finance, club man.
Yeah.
I make sure the books was good, make sure the club was running right, whatever. But it don't always work that way when you got 4 individuals and you're all on 4 different pages.
It's important, man.
It's like it was good money. Trust me.
If anybody who don't understand why I got this guy here, this is why. Because I want people to understand, man. If you want to run a business, what he just said right now encapsulated how it's supposed to be done. Mm-hmm. Like in my company, everybody got a job.
Got a job to do.
And I demand that everybody do their part.
Exactly.
And if you don't do your part, you got to go.
You can't fit in the category.
No, man.
You run a business.
You in the way.
Because
I assume, you learn a lot of stuff on the street. Right. But you know that some of that stuff can translate to regular business. Mm-hmm. But some of that stuff is a problem for regular business.
It could be issues.
You know what I'm saying?
If you're not financially, mentally, physically, and humbly to run it.
Yeah.
You can be the biggest thug in the world, but if you ain't got common sense, your business is gonna fall.
Your business is gonna fall, man.
You know what I'm saying? You can weigh 100 pounds to a man that weighs 250 pounds in the gym all day, outsmart him mentally.
Yeah.
That muscles don't mean nothing. You can't take care of a business.
Right. So
the muscles is the mind.
So the challenge was to keep everybody that was involved in the running of your business on the same sheet.
On the same, exactly.
Okay.
On the same 4 level, four different positions.
Yeah. Yep.
It didn't work out. So then you branch off because all these 4 levels now. Mm-hmm. You can do these 4 levels for yourself and not having a partner, but it's good to have a partner if it's correctly partnership.
Yeah. If he's on board with the plan, I mean, it's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
But if it's not, then
it's gonna be haywire, man.
Like you said, you gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go.
You gotta go. Like, why are you here?
Mm-hmm.
You in my way.
Yeah.
You in the business way.
So this is a direct linkage between when you ran the club to what your next venture was? You said this is the fashion piece of this?
Just the fashion piece of this.
Okay, so tell me about that. What happened?
So basically from the club, pretty girls in club, everybody wants an exotic dancer, pretty, whatever.
Did DC, Maryland have some fine women, man?
Yes, sir. I love you, white, but yes, sir, they were back then.
Yeah, really, man. Look.
So yes, that's real. So
Newsflash, Jack.
So you take your pretty girls from that point of view, and from that billboard to the walkway.
Yeah.
Not the walkway of being a call girl, but the walkway of fashion, of showing that that pretty face can put a piece of clothes on now and still make money. So make a long story short, I took 3 girls from out the club and say I'm gonna start this little clothing line. It's gonna call BU. And they were like, "You crazy, Happy? You don't know what you're talking about." I said, "Nah, trust me. Just give me 2 months. You can go. You can still dance, do what you want to do, save your money."
So y'all had shut the club down.
The club wasn't shut down; it was still there.
Oh, okay.
But just so happened when I said, "Give me 2 months," a month before I said, "Give me 2 months," they ran into our club.
Okay.
They invade clubs in DC and Maryland all the time, because they want, the state, they want their money. The government want his tax because we're not paying taxes.
The real deal is they can violate you for anything.
Anything.
They can make up any.
The thing was, we know what our violation code was?
What?
That we had 18-year-old girls in there with no armbands on. Real talk. They say we had 3 girls and there were no armbands on.
Mm-hmm.
So, cause you know how to be, but 18 in Maryland, DC to dance.
Yeah, okay.
So from that point, like I said, I'm gone, man. They had in Bowie, Maryland, with the 3 girls. You know, names. You know, they probably see this, so they know what I'm talking about. Cause we're still friends today. And I had my tattoo says it was me. It was a shadow, but be you. They were like, what do they mean? Just be yourself. So I took this shadow, made a T-shirt out of it, and they walked in Bowie at that show.
Okay.
One lady saw it and
Just
said,
like a fashion show.
yeah, one lady.
But look, this is your fashion show or somebody else's?
No, somebody else's.
Okay, I got it.
I went to, I saw a page, and I went, I said, I'm going there.
Yeah.
To see what it's about. You know, let me see, I want to go there to see what is going on, whatever.
Yeah.
So I went there, and just so happened, they got in, they modeled, and the lady like, hey, where you get that from? I said, that's a shadow of me. It's be you.
Okay.
She was like, what that mean? I said, just be you. She was like, I'm still not understanding. Be yourself.
Yeah.
She said, oh, you got any more shirts like that? I was like, no, but I can. And from there, her name was Elizabeth.
Because a lot of these companies, man, they don't have a. You can go and put anything on a shirt. You can go sell any kind of clothing, but you got to have a story that goes with, or some underlying message to whatever it is you're selling. That works long term, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you go put something on a shirt today, and next week it'll be gone. But if you got a story that can just reach out and touch people, man,
it's like a tattoo.
Yeah.
People getting tattooed, like if you get a tattoo, like a memory of such and such, memory of this and that, whatever. If you're getting a tattoo that means something, it's meant for. If you're getting a tattoo just because of advertising, and people look at it, then they're gonna like, oh, I saw that tattoo.
Yeah.
But if you saw that person that tattoo, and they're like, oh, that meant something. That tattoo he has. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't know if it's the same symbolic of saying it, but like it means something behind it.
So what happened after the show? I mean, after this was your first.
That was my first little event.
Yeah.
And this was 2004.
Okay.
I still remember 2004.
Yeah.
July 2004. So from there, I went home and like I want to do fashion. I want to make something. Let me go back home then. Let me go back to Gordonsville.
Yeah.
And do
you
something.
You was living up in Maryland?
I was in D.C.
In D.C., okay.
You know, my roots from D.C., but I'm born and raised, down in the area of Gordonsville. Yeah. So I want to go back home.
Yeah.
And take these T-shirts, start selling them. So they had a festival, a street festival in Gordonsville. So I made like 15 shirts and sold all them stuff for $1.
And you had never sold no shirts before?
Never, ever.
Ain't that something, man? It's funny how the things that you don't think that's going to become... And look, this is why I bring this up, man. That's why, remember I told you it all go back to the music, man. But it all goes back... Everything that we do in business, it all ties back to some way we was raised or some experience that we encountered or something like that. And just like that, man, you went all the way back to your roots.
Back home.
And you probably never, when you was growing up, you're like, man, I'm going to sell shirts, man. I'm going to sell clothes or whatever. You probably never thought about no stuff like that.
Never thought of that.
And it's just like that. This plopped in there.
It just popped in and just went from there. Just started doing shows.
Oh man!
And then you blessed me on my birthday. What? How many years ago? About 4 years ago.
About 4 years ago.
On my my 50th birthday.
Yeah, man,
yeah. Actually, almost 5 years ago.
That was a good time, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah, man, no doubt, man.
And I still look at that video.
Yeah,
it's on YouTube.
For the people that don't know, we did a fashion show down in Richmond, and I provided the sound and the music and all of that, and then we had a little after party, But yeah, man. So you still doing the fashion shows itself? I mean, probably not
right now.
Nobody doing nothing.
Not right
pandemic,
now. But I am going July 24th.
Okay, where is this gonna be at?
It's gonna be in Richmond, actually Chesterfield, Virginia.
Okay.
I have a building in Chesterfield that I'm acquainted with to do shows and events out of. And
y'all started promoting yet, or you just?
I'm putting it together right now as we speak. So I'm gonna do that in July, and I started getting to the comedy.
Oh, okay.
And then I have a daughter that raps. Her name is Lil Gates.
Yep. I see some material.
Woo!
Yeah.
So she's gonna perform in that. Like it's a blessing, man. You know, like
man.
Stay here today to talk about things because a lot of soldiers
They're not here, man.
Not here.
We at the age, man, where some of us checking out of here, man.
Checking out.
You know, but they still here with us, man. Because
they mentally.
They influenced us and they impacted us, man. And like I said, man, you know, like when we talk about my cousin Kent, man, it do something to us, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you have nothing but good thoughts about a guy like that.
Yeah,
you know
like you can't hate him.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I think, like I say, think about this, right? We don't see each other much. We just see each other on social media, man. But it's just like brothers, man. We ain't seen each other all the time, but we connect, we reconnect.
We collaborate regardless.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just
no matter how long it's been.
It's just like old times.
Yeah,
man. You know what I'm saying? And I wish young brothers would take that approach more. And it's good to have other people in your corner, man, that are supportive of it. I always tell people, man, I ain't got to give you no money to be supportive of you, man.
Nah.
But whatever you need and whatever I can provide to help you get to your next level, I should do that, man.
Let's do that. Yeah.
We should do that.
Let's make it happen because we started from here together.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like you say, we didn't see each other for a minute, but we still together.
Yeah.
People don't see it like, oh man, he all right. He doing no good, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, you seen such and such? Nah, I heard it. Nah. Did you talk to him? Reach out to him. Just say hi.
List, man. What you got this upcoming, man? What's going on?
I got the a new product coming called My Way.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the Happy Entertainment still, of course, but I got a My Way clothing line.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to make it to a perspective. When I say My Way, people can see I'm still doing Happy Entertainment my way. Mm-hmm. I'm still doing fashion shows my way. I'm still doing, exotic things my way. Mm-hmm. And that's basically it. I mean, like, it speaks for itself, my way. Yeah. Like, I start with be you, be yourself. Now I'm being myself. Now I'm doing it my way.
Right.
So I got a lot of people, backing me up, want to do things. Like, I don't have a lot of followers on Facebook. You don't need a follower. If you got one follower on Facebook that knows everybody else, you got an investment going.
You've been doing this long enough, man.
Yeah, so I don't need 1,000, 2,000.
You know how to reach people.
Right.
I ain't even worried about that.
Yeah, I can say, hey, I'm doing an event. Hey, I'm doing an event. Hey, I'm doing an event. Ain't got to post it up. They're coming because the legend of what I done.
Yeah.
People I reached out to.
Yeah.
And speaking of reached out, man, we got to do something, man.
Yeah, man. Say no more.
Old
man.
school, whatever, I think I can still burn on the turntable.
Hey, look, we're going to see, goddamn.
I think I still burn. I miss your birthdays. It wasn't because I didn't want to come.
No, I know. Man.
I was doing things my way, certain things.
No,
I said, damn,
man.
He doing thing on a Saturday, I'm doing something on a Saturday. He doing something on a Friday, I'm doing something on a Friday.
You always been supportive of me, man.
Yeah, I got to.
Even if we just talk quickly on text or on instant message or Facebook or whatever, you always been supportive. So I ain't really got nothing negative to say about you, man.
You are what they call hit the deck. When you hit the deck, people see they were like, who hit the deck? Follow. You'll see.
Yeah, man.
And it's no real, it's DJs out here today, but they ain't no real DJ that's still doing it.
You know really what it is, man. Like I said before we start rolling the camera, I got young boys on the crew and all that, man. Mm-hmm. But I try to explain to them, our people invented all this stuff, man. So since we invented all this stuff, man, it's my duty to make sure that we deliver the music. I don't care if it's old music, new music, whatever. We got to deliver the music in such a way, man, that the way we felt it.
Yeah, it means something.
Remember, I was telling you, man. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I had a friend of mine from Culpeper. His daughter came, and I remember his daughter when she was a baby. Mm-hmm. So now she's just graduated high school. She's 19. She said that she came to a party. And she hadn't seen me since she was like 10. Mm-hmm. So she came to a party, and I recognized her, and I brought up on the stage and all that.
Right.
She said I made her feel like she was a celebrity. This is a teenage party.
Right.
She said I made her feel like she was a celebrity.
Okay.
And I said, man, the goal, even though that I'm a middle-aged guy, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I'm still DJing for these young people. I want them to feel the way I felt when I went to your party.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, I got
That's
you.
real shit, cuz.
Yeah, like
that, I mean, I'm happy. I'm so sincere when I tell you how just seeing you play music and and come to find out it was you and Jerome seeing y'all DJ in them days, man, it touched me, man.
Right.
It did something to me. And just like my friend, his daughter, it did something to her.
Right.
So I'm the old guy. They ain't got no young person that doing what I'm doing.
Looking up to that's doing what you're doing.
But I was doing that shit when I was 12, 13 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I you know, again, I learned from y'all. I learned from you. I learned from the Beast. I learned from Seven Heaven. I learned from all of these people, man. And
then you have a father that was on you.
Yeah, I had parents that didn't play that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I had parents that kind of kept me on track, man. And
do you remember him asking me that I want to sell equipment?
My father, he, you know, a lot of times I remember that. But a lot of times my father, man, he was a man's man, right?
Yeah.
So he did man shit. He would go and do stuff, and he'd come back to me later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we know I had the little go-go equipment and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Man, he pulled up in a little white van.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, let me talk to you for a second." I said, "What's up, Rich Chin? What's up, man? You want to sell that?" I said, "Sell what?" He said, my boy's trying to do something.
Yeah.
Exactly what he told me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "What you mean?" He said, "We can do something with that if you don't want it."
Yeah.
I said, "I'll get back with you." I thought about it.
Yeah.
I was a little older then.
Yeah.
I said, "I'm not going to do nothing with this."
Mm-hmm.
Went to Owens, place we called it Church Street. Church
Yeah,
Street,
yeah.
popular little spot.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him at the barbershop, Roger Barbershop. He said, "What you doing, man?" I said, "I came to see you." He was like, I got the van.
Yeah.
Make a long story short, 2 days later, he came and got
Yeah.
2 speakers.
Yeah.
I had a drum set.
Yeah.
Your brothers might remember this.
Yeah.
I had a drum set. Your father came and got
Yeah, see, I ain't played none of that stuff, so I don't know none of these.
He came and got the drum set as well.
Yeah.
So we go back in history, but we kept it in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Then when y'all started the band Relaxation and all that first drum set, that first bass. Yes.
Yeah, you going old school for real now, man.
Yes, he got that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. So I mean, it's a blessing, man. Like, and where you at now, man, it's like you were doing things like I see you. That's why I congratulate what you were doing, because I feel like what I did, when you say you appreciate what I did when you seen your open eye, what I was doing, I feel like I'm still doing it.
Man, look,
you know what I'm saying? Because you're doing it. It grows. It don't die.
I tell young dudes, I tell people my age all the time, I say, man, watch what you're doing. Because youngins is watching what you're doing.
Watching what you're doing.
They watching what you're doing. Just like I watched what you did. You know what I'm saying? And it like I said, it touched me, man. But unfortunately, man, it's hard. It's so many distractions for these young people now. It's hard for them to see, what the roadmap look like. You showed me the whole roadmap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you a funny story. You might not remember this, but my sister Sharon turned 16, right?
Sure.
Sharon turned 16, and I was DJing then, right?
Right.
She said, "You not DJing my party. Happy DJing my party."
Stop playing.
No, I'm not kidding. I never let her forget it.
Oh, snap.
For real. I said, "Wait, hold up, man."
Was it American Legion Hall?
No, it was in Gordonsville.
It was in Gordonsville?
It was the Brotherhood.
Oh.
And she wouldn't let me DJ her birthday party.
Wow.
And look, I came to your party, man. It was cranking, man. Look, cuz this is how much of a nerd I am. You had a Trouble Funk record. It was that.
Pump,
No. It was a
that?
joint. It was another joint. The one where it had like the Mayberry music. Dun, 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 dun. I remember all that shit, man. Look, that's how much of a nerd I am about this music, man. I'm a sponge, cuz I remember all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And for real, man. I mean, we just them kind of kids, man. In my family. And like I said, man, I'm glad you could come and kick it with me, man. Because
no doubt, man.
This is a long time. It's a long time coming, man. Long time.
And people that don't know the old school hip hop go, now they know.
Yeah, no doubt
and
about it.
And if you don't know, now you know. This is
there. But look, man. So how do the people? If I gotta tell people how to get in touch with Happy Entertainment and My Way, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, they can go on Instagram under Alfred Wood 458, or they can go on Instagram Happy Jackson /7, on Facebook, you know, my original name, Alfred Wood, and
Yeah.
you can see things, My Way T-shirts,
Yeah.
promotion for fashion shows, clothing lines, and you can also find my wife on there as well. Side Dish Catering, she does catering, you know, cakes. My
I'm gonna
daughter.
make sure I put a picture of the cakes up there, man, because she's off the hook, man.
She's fattening me up, man. Like, you know, I'm a sportsman, like but also on my page, Side Dish Catering or Jam Bakery, or look at my page, you'll see our pictures underneath as well. And so for you young cats, like you want to be the street hip hops rappers, whatever, I have a daughter called Lil Gates. She's actually, we're going to Arkansas next Friday for a May the 1st show. She's the headliner.
How y'all link up with folks in Arkansas, man?
Well, she had family out there, and she friends and stuff when she went to school out there in elementary school. Yeah. But as she grew, now she's grown more in the gang. Like they they want to come to perform.
Yeah.
So they've been doing a big event, and she's
she
the
can
highlight
too. Yeah, I seen it, man.
She you know.
You sent me a couple of joints, man.
Yeah, she's doing it. You know, it's not us.
Yeah.
But it's for them now.
It's their generation.
But it's lovely because that's what's happening right now. So that's what's paying the mind of their thoughts. But they got to remember, she loved old school music. You know what I'm saying? She liked the old school, but right now it's their generation. So you know, I make sure she good. You know, I make sure I'm in her corner. We got a great engineer. His name is Spade. He done been around a lot of people. And so
these are Richmond cats, Richmond area.
That Spade, he's originally from New York.
Oh, okay.
But you know, he lives in Richmond, and his location is Richmond.
Tracking. Okay.
So he just did a show last night with Redman and Method Man and DJ Cool and them.
Yeah, I seen. I was checking the joint out, man.
Yeah, that's our engineer.
Oh.
Yeah, Spade. Yeah, he's our engineer.
Her shit gonna come out good then.
Yeah, so
because it was super clean.
Super clean. Yeah, he does all of her. You know, so but I want to link with you. I want to do a video, man. I want to do, you know, it'd be nice to do a video from Gordonville to Orange. Yeah. Hip hop go. You know, Wayne rapping in it. You know, your back, what you do, whatever.
Yeah, man.
Historical. You know, it's gonna happen.
I think the thing is, man, we finally are starting to being able to deal with each other, be in each other's presence again.
Right.
The pandemic ain't killing people at the rate that it was before. You know what I'm saying? So
being cautious.
Yeah. I mean, because I don't want to be the person to kill my loved ones. You know what I'm saying? From being sick and so forth. But yeah, man, we got to get together and let's shoot for this though. This summer, you know, usually in the summer, even though Black Market birthday ain't till like in September, late in the summer, let's. That way we can know we got the maximum amount of participation.
Right.
Let's get together and we do a joint type of event. I don't know what it's gonna look like yet, but let's do some.
You think about it.
Yeah, let's do some sort of a joint.
His birthday September. My birthday August.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Perfect, man. That's even more perfect.
Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying? It'll be your birthday, and he'll be sort of the host. You know what I'm saying?
He can host it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that'll be hot, man.
Yeah,
that way we'll bring all
entertainment.
We bring all them youngins. We bring your daughter in the joint. We bring everybody involved, man. You know
and
what I'm
just
saying?
go for it.
Yeah.
Just have fun. It's about.
But anyway, happy man. I mean, for real, man. Like I said, we talked about an hour, man. I'm real happy that you kind of had the opportunity to come kick it with me, man, and talk about the origins and what happened and what's going to happen in the future, man.
There's no distance when you guys speak your mind on what needs to be spoken about.
No doubt about it.
You live across the world, get on a plane. You live down the street, get in the car.
Hell yeah,
If
man.
it's meant to be.
You in Richmond area, man. That ain't far.
Nah, ain't far.
It ain't too far for me.
People say, that's too far to drive. What you mean? So you don't go nowhere?
Yeah, that's what it is, man. I always tell my DC friends, man, they tell me Fredericksburg. I said, cuz it's 50 miles. I said, if it's Saturday though, it might be a problem. But it's 50 miles.
50
it ain't
miles.
nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out, man. You know, New York 4 hours away, man. Come on,
Still
man.
drive.
You drive, man. You know what I'm saying? Catch a train if you got to, man.
You come for everything else?
Yeah.
You can do other things.
If some nonsense, you down with that?
Yeah. Other things, you can go for that for non-things. Other things, so why you can't come?
No doubt.
Give me an hour. Give me an hour of your time.
No doubt. So anyway, man, have anything else you want to tell the people, man, before we shut this joint down?
I just want to say I appreciate, the opportunity to come to show, speak, and let people understand like where it really originated. People don't understand
Yeah.
where you came from,
Yeah.
you know, how it been, and you're going, and like you blessed, man. Like you're a blessed brother, and those don't know, they know now.
Yeah.
When they see this interview, like, oh man, yeah, I didn't know about him.
Yeah.
Nah, you know, you just ain't pay attention.
Yeah.
You just heard the name hit the deck, so now you better hit your ears open
Yeah.
and let the mind flow. Like hit the deck entertainment. I salute you.
Man, much love, man. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, folks. Once again, man, happy ENT, My Way Entertainment. My Way, and happy ENT. Check them out on all social media platforms, man. Once again, my man, Happy. Thanks a lot.